Hi, what's up, it's Syla. So someone recently sent me a build about a QUETZ, and I think it's pretty interesting. Apparently, someone flew one of these into their base, and it works. Now, I'm pretty sure there are thousands of QUETZ builds out there, so this may be just one of a few that you can look out for in case you have a base that is very prompt to get raided by QUETZ, or in case you want to raid people with a QUETZ. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about the rules on QUETZs. So I'm not sure if this is this will be considered not allowed and could be fixed or whatever. But anyways, the build itself is pretty simple. Uses foundations, billboards, and ceilings, walls, stuff like that. If you see any problems with the build, or do you think anything can be improved, feel free to tell me in the comment below, and I'll make sure to have a look at them. So basically, you sort of just place 6 foundations down. Make sure your first foundation is lying not exactly in the center. So when you dismount, your body comes from one side, so you only have to box 4 walls in order to keep your survivor safe. So basically, after this, you kind of just build down 4 walls. Now, normally, what you would do, or what people would normally do, is you would have ceilings. And then people would probably box the rest of it with walls, and that's kind of how you do it. Because, you know, walls are generally, you do like three downs and then you place walls, but that actually takes a lot of structure. So instead, what you can actually do is basically jump up here, and then you can place billboards. Basically, you can place billboards instead of walls. So you can place one right in front of here, another one here, another one here, and then same on the other side. Yeah, not exactly a very complicated build. The last one, billboard, you can actually place pretty close to the legs, since the hitbox doesn't actually extend here. Yeah, that's basically the QUETZ. Now obviously, the finishing touch you can place for ceilings up there, and then here is where I would say is slightly different. If you want to counter, so this is like actually a pretty decent build. If you're flying in the air and you're trying to pick someone, or if you're, you know, right now the most broken shit in the game is STEGOs. So if you're trying to pick a STEGO and you don't want people fucking up your QUETZ, this is actually a pretty decent build to simply go out there, be above someone, and then you can pick their QUETZ and throw them into your base. The problem is obviously people would grab you, so you would definitely want to have a box up here. Now, this build alone isn't that effective against turrets, because turrets have aimbot, and obviously it would be pretty hard for people to shotgun a QUETZ if it only has its wings out. It's extremely small, the hitbox, but you know, heavies doesn't care. So what you want to do is you want to add a bit of structure. Now, you want to take down these 4 structures, and since you probably won't need these 4 structures, you probably would just have a box here or whatever. Just anything that can protect yourself. And then what you want to do instead is use those structures and place... Let me see. It's here. Place 1 wall on either side. And then you can actually place a billboard perfectly right here. And now actually block basically the entire wing. Now you can place it. Actually, it's better to place it furthest away. So as soon as... Perfect. And you can actually see, like, from the front, the entire QUETZ is basically blocked. Like, a turret won't have any line of sight of the QUETZ. Obviously, they will have line of sight on the side. But again, if you're trying to rush in and suicide a QUETZ, and then this should work out pretty fine. And then, of course, if you want, just for security reason, not so nice James. Oh, actually, I have a few. You actually place a hatch frame, probably not that far back. You can actually place hatch frames like this, and then basically... Oh, give me a second. That's a bit too backwards. That's basically complete coverage of the entire Quetzal. From head to toe, across both wings, and if you're flying straight into turret, that is basically a perfect cover for the Quetzal. So this is basically what you want to do for turrets. Again, for players, you simply want to, you can just take down these structures, take down those hatch frames, or if you want, you can place the hatch frames on the bottom. You can actually, since most people will be shooting you from the ground, you can actually place the hatch frames at the bottom, and that will actually give you pretty good coverage. And if you are trying to shoot from the ground, it will be very hard to shoot something like that out of the sky. So yeah, pretty decent counter to a Stego right now, I think, since you can't pick someone up from a Stego. Might as well pick those Stego up. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. Yeah, if you have any comments as to how to improve the build, or you know what's the flaw of the build, simply comment below and I'll have a look. This is by no means perfect. There are no perfect Quetzal build, but it's also a build that is, I think, worthy of some attention, especially since Stegos are pretty broken right now. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see y'all legends in the next one. Peace out.